I affectionately labeled that button on my Stream Deck as the kill switch. Yeah, see, I don't like that it doesn't like tell you what your count is at once you're not super near it either. So I'd never even seen that 1,000 was the limit before, which is fine, I guess, but having to break down 10 at a time to clear out 1,000. It's fun too, is if you don't hit the right confirmation button. Oh, we're almost through the D's. D's successful. I don't think I have as many F's. Yeah. Because I've been kind of clearing those out as I go. Which makes me wonder how many C's I have, or B's I have now. Yeah, we got a lot of B's too. But the B's, you need to upgrade A's. So... Hi, I'm back. Okay. Oh, shoot, that's right. I needed the C's to... Should have done that first. Oh, well, it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. Destroy the pots. They've got money in them. Alright. Time's it. Oh, dang it. I restarted my stream. I should probably check my soup here in a second, too. Oh my god, there's 3 snipers. Oh, they're such jerks. So it's important I don't accidentally destroy those rockets, because I'm going to need those to clear out a room on the other side if I get these snipers off of here, because... Oh my god, and there's a ton of this smoke too. Which is not great for Phoenix. This room is going to be a pain. Kill them all with fire, preferably. Use your EX attack to heal. Which, by the way, in my professional opinion, getting it so that EX attack heals you to full is by far the best upgrade you can get from the team thing. A lot of the other ones are okay. The 10% EXP is also really important. But getting the ability to heal yourself with an EX attack is very, very critical. You're pulling yourself out of shit. There are at least 2 characters that can heal. Might be more, but Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch both have healing abilities they can use. But, like, neither one of them are super great. I think Doctor Strange's is like an area of effect that you throw down. Okay, so this is going to be real boring, with it only being me, but this is how we got to do it. Well, safely at least.
You can keep your ancient wisdom, pal. This treasure looks way better to me. These catacombs. If AIM doesn't destroy this stuff, I call dibs.
Nice job, Rocket. Calling dibs. isn't that great. We're going to get tapped. Got it. All right. Ooh, 2 treasure chests. Alright, so Psylocke definitely has an explosive package. There we go. It's nice when it works. As intended. Kind of wish the game had the intelligence to be like, I'm trying to break this Brock open, and then let the AI, like, use a complementary ability at the same time, but... Beggars can't be choosers. That's for dang sure. Smashing pots is important. Yeah. Let's go get that Modoc bread. I mean, that is 100% true. That's this game in a nutshell. I do have to say, Malu, that I played through the entire game the first time with my children. And I had some moments of really bad frustration where they would not move in a way that I would be able to see what I needed to see and stuff like that. But I was able to get through the entire game without any major frustrations. And I was having a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, and he's 10 now. I think he was 9 at the time, but it doesn't matter. Playing through the game with me. So basically, it's totally doable, but it can be frustrating. And that was on like the mighty difficulty, I think, the normal difficulty. And the only enemy we had trouble with was the final boss. Where, like, it's so critical that you stun him with your synergy attacks and stuff like that, that my children struggled generally with being able to synergize with me. Now, what I also find to be really interesting is my daughter, the 6-year-old, was the one who most frequently could hit her synergy attacks with me, where I would be like, alright honey, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this attack, like I need you to use this one. And she would go, okay daddy, and then we would do it, and she would pull off the move, like, consistently. Whereas my older 2 sons could never nail it. That was the weirdest thing. But, like, playing single player and with, like, a real controller, not using one of, like, the sideways Joy-Cons, gives you the ability to basically order the NPCs. Like, if you hold the RZ button instead of using the R button, you basically say, hey, any NPCs near me that can synergize with this ability, use your synergy attack when I use this. And they automatically do it. So it's way easier, in my opinion, in most cases, to play through most of the content in the game with at least one computer on your team. And that even goes for this new Danger Room mode they added on the 23rd, where if you have one computer ally, it doesn't have to be a whole team of computers, but at least one person on your team that can synergize with you, it makes most of the content way easier. Yeah, it was a really good time. And it all kind of spawned from my middle child was griping that I don't play enough games with them. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I offer to play stuff with you guys all the time. But I have an idea of a game we could buy that we could play through together that I've been wanting to pick up. So let's do this, right? And what was fun about that experience is I basically told him, I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing this weekend. Like, Daddy bought this new game, we're going to play through it, and we're going to try to get to the end of it before the end of the weekend. And so we played it for, I think, like 8 hours on Saturday and like another 8 hours on Sunday to get through the main story on Mighty. And by the end of it, like, he was crying. He's like, I'm so sick of playing this game with you, Daddy. Like, I want to be done. And I was like, hey, man, like, this is what you asked for, you know? Of course, I let him stop at that point, right? But then, like, a week later, he came up to me and gave me a big hug, and he's like, you know, Dad, I really appreciate you taking the time to play that game with us. And I was like, really, man? Because you were, like, super upset at the time that, like, I kept making you try to fight the final boss, you know? And he goes, yeah, but I got to see the whole story with the game, and it was really fun and blah, blah, right? And so even now, like they'll if I'm playing it, or they'll come up to me, they'll be like, hey, can we just do like a couple like missions or do a couple things or whatever in the game? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Right? It's much more like one-on-one lately. It's not so much getting all four of them together, but you know, yeah, right.
Yes, of course. No man is fit to wield such power unchecked. Not even a king. Each of these stones is capable of shattering worlds on their own. Just imagine what they could do together.
Yes. Just imagine.
It's getting evil, folks. But I will say, Malu, playing online resolves all like the camera issues and stuff like that from playing multiplayer co-op locally. So
So, what do we do with the Infinity Stones now? We must take action to ensure.
yeah, I know.
We have come only to take the stones, but if you resist, we will take your lives as well.
Don't listen to him. We still have a chance. His voice. So strange, but so familiar.
I can read your every move before you make it.
Well, I'm playing as a flying character, so. Whee!
Now, Chamber, we should be safe inside. This door will not hold them for long.
Yes.
Okay. We are definitely dead this time.
I know this foul place well, noble Vernon. The Black Order hath banished us to the Asgardian realm of lost souls.
Oh, my kids, yeah. They're really big into like the games where you can build stuff. So like I've played Dragon Quest Builders with them a lot, Minecraft with them a lot, Little Big Planet, all the kind of games where it allows them some creative freedom to kind of do whatever they want to do in it. They typically really gravitate towards, which I'm fine with. But like my oldest, I'd also like to learn to be able to play through a narrative game. And now that he has his own Switch, like I'm kind of hopeful that'll be the case. But like most of the time when I find him playing it, yeah, exactly. But when I find him playing stuff, it's usually like still like Mario Maker 2, you know, making his own courses and stuff like that. Which again, I'm happy he's got that level of creativity in him, and I'm not trying to like dissuade that in any capacity. But there's something about the stick-to-itiveness you need to play through like an actual like long form narrative game. 72, huh? That I wish he could kind of develop. So I'm trying to get him to play through some of the second gen Pokemon games. And I've had some success at that, but he got to Whitney, who's got the Miltank, and he got his team rolled really badly because he's been like, I mean, like you probably did and I did when we were 10 years old and playing Pokemon for the first time. His starter is like over leveled for the gym, but like the rest of his team are like 4 to 5 levels under the gym's like kind of levels, and so versus Whitney, that strategy doesn't work so well because she starts rolling out that Miltank, and then it gets stronger and stronger, and so once it one shots your starter, it just one shots the rest of your team. So I think that the hell part of this is not great. It's all right, but when you get to Asgard, this chapter is probably my favorite chapter in the entire game. Asgard is really well done, and I love the kind of the narrative they have as to why you're there and what's going on there at the time. As opposed to like Adelan, which is literally a hallway that you traverse once. I don't understand it. Yeah, that's really cool. I love like I said before, I own most of the Disney Infinity characters and most of the Disney Infinity games. And again, my children really like those for that same kind of reason. And they were very heartbroken when they learned that that franchise was dead. because, like, you know, they'd love to see more characters and more creations made from it. But it's a weird model, and while the Disney Affinity characters themselves, I think, are generally pretty good sculpts of those Disney franchise characters, I always felt like the problem with them being just like statues, basically, kind of limits the ability to really play with them as toys, right? They should have done more to make them more toy-like, I guess, in my opinion. And, like, I've got a couple of them where, like, they snap the character off the base or whatever and things, right? Like the Nova figurine, for instance, is, like, barely glued on, and he's got, like, 2 really stick legs, basically, that keep him on that base. So it's like, well, why not make it something that has articulation or something, too? I don't know. I think the Skylanders have less of a problem with that. They're much more toy-like. Yeah, exactly. One of my kids one time suggested we start buying Skylanders, and I just kind of looked at them and I was like, why? And they're like, I don't know. And I was like, okay. Once you give me a why, consider it. Not opposed to it, but you gotta give me some reason. I did forget about Supercharged. That's basically the, yeah. Car one. Oh, I recognize this area. Well, I like to try to make them think about the why of things, you know, or not give them straight answers a lot of times too. My oldest hates it because I'll be like, go get in the car, and he'll be like, where are we going? And I'm like, I don't know, deduce it, you know. Think about where we're going to go. If you guess correctly, I will tell you, but I'm not going to just give you that information freely. Like, there's only a couple reasons we normally get in the car. It's probably one of those normal reasons if I'm not telling you it's something special, you know. Oh, we're probably going to the grocery store. Yeah, we're going to the grocery store. Because this morning you guys drank the rest of the milk and we're out of milk, right? Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? Like, you know, the world is not going to hand you answers. You got to think. You got to reason, logic through stuff, you know. And that got me all ranting about philosophy and you know, hey, it's about lunchtime. I'm a little hungry. I wonder if we're going to get food, you know. That kind of stuff. Yeah, more sass. No, but I have great kids. They will probably grow up to do great things in their lives. They are definitely my greatest achievement. And that's saying something, because I'm an affiliate on Twitch. Slam that sub button. Woo!
There are bound to be more of these undead soldiers on the way. We better get moving. Better if you choose the path.
Well, hi, Summers.
I ain't never been one to take the high road.
Care to follow?
Well, if it makes you feel better, Summers, like, you know my real name, right? So, I rant a lot. Rant a lot.
Allow me to assist you.
Also, I blame Mally for starting it.
Your life is mine.
I get to see them later today, and I'm really excited about it. 5 o'clock, I get to pick them up, so about 2 hours now. It's the first time I'm gonna get to see them this year! I gotta mark that one to go back to later. Sorry. Yeah, I love dad jokes. Chemist. So my oh, white double A. Ooh, that might be really good. I do the one all the time where like the kids are like, "Daddy, I'm hungry," and I'm like, "Hey, hungry? It's nice to meet you. My name is Daddy." And they go, "No, I'm really, really hungry." And I'm like, "Well, I'm really, really Daddy. Nice to meet you. Really, really hungry." Whatever, right? And I've done it for years. Like it's just I do it all the time. They get varying levels of upset depending on the day, and it's just part of life, right? So one day I was driving someplace. I don't remember where we were going or what was happening at the time, and my middle one goes, "Daddy, I'm hungry," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I get it. We'll make sure we'll get some fast food or something on the way or wherever we're going, whatever like that." He goes, "No, Daddy, I'm hungry," and I just kept driving. I'm like, "What's going on? What?" And he started to cry because I didn't make the joke. He was so upset that I didn't say, "Oh, hi, hungry, it's me, Daddy," that he broke down in tears. So I had to make the joke to make things right. Yeah. I was distracted, or I don't remember again what we were doing or whatever, but I was busy, right? So I wasn't even thinking about it, right? But he was so upset. Yeah. So they're great kids, just great kids, and it was that moment to me. Like even if they protest about it or get upset about it or any of that kind of stuff, right? It's important to have those kind of things to just anchor them and stuff like that, right? Like now you're getting me to choke up a little bit after or during, maybe it doesn't matter, but once the divorce was happening, I was putting my daughter to bed one night, and I don't know why, I really don't, but I just suddenly, like, as I was saying goodnight to her that night or whatever, it's kind of like a promise almost. I said to her kind of in passing, "Love you, good night. I'll see you in the morning light." And since that day, 3 years ago or something like that, whatever, like every time that I put them down to bed, every time that they're at my house, it's like a little promise, I say that to them when they're going to bed. It's the last thing I say to them every night, basically. And again, they get so excited to hear that, so. I'm just a big softie, what can I say? Oh, yeah. Hey, Valkyrie. How's it going? Yep, let's go talk to Hela. Into the maw of the dragon we go. The first one? Oh, yeah, that's a great game too. Beep. I clicked it, sorry. Ultimate vs. Marvel Capcom 3 is one of my favorite fighters, for sure. Well, I successfully didn't cry on stream, so that'd be a great way to start the new year, me just bawling on stream, right? See, I never played the first two Marvel Ultimate Alliance games much. I had a friend who was really big into that series, and I played it a couple times at his house. I played the X-Men games a ton for the PlayStation 2, although I don't think I ever unlocked Iron Man in the first one. I think you unlock him, right? You get all the pieces in. So, like, when they added Iceman in this game, it was very good, because Iceman was always my favorite character in those games. And he plays okay in this, but, like, from my synergies and all the other stuff that I had going, he didn't make sense to throw my team, like my A team right now. I will probably be going back through and playing with him once I finish getting these guys to level 200. And really what I'm looking for right now is I'm trying to get enough EXP stones that I can grind easier for levels. Because the grind is quite intense when you don't have any EXP stones on. Again, I currently have a couple 100% on everybody and a couple 100% for the teams as well. And you're not seeing level ups happen that often, are you? So, no. Phoenix is gonna die. She's so squishy. I definitely like the characters that have the self-heal. Wolverine, Deadpool, those kind of characters. Very good. Oh my gosh. God, I hate this room. Normally I would just rush through it, because again, there's nothing that like prevents you from just forcing your progress in this room, but I think there's a chest that I have to goof around with for a second to get open. So we gotta clear it. I mean, also just killing everything is good, because it gives you more chances to get ISO 8s! Hell yeah! Oh, do I not have to mess around with this one? Is it just open? Mistakes were made! Hellas Castle. Alright. Let's keep going then. Oh, this is the one we have to screw around with. Excuse me, what do we... Okay. Like, it didn't tell me what it needed to open it. Like, you see that? Like, whatever. This is a fine game. That's not broken at all. Yep, exactly. This is fine. Yep. How many throne rooms are in this fucking game? Let me just think about this for a second. Okay, so you have the Adelan throne room. You've got Asgard's throne room. You got this throne room here. Wakanda, you don't really go to a throne room. You go to that other room that takes you to the catacombs. There's a lot of freaking throne rooms in this game. Oh. You see Thanos' throne. That is a good Hela model, though. Ah, fire guy! I don't know how that Avengers game that Square Enix is doing is going to be able to compete with this, though, because this game just captures the like cinematic universiness of all of this so well. They grab so many iconic creatures and monsters and locations from the freaking cinematic universe. Like, how do you compete with that? Ah! I'm about to die. Please don't die. Did we break you, please? Alright.
Whatever magic Hela used to block our escape, it has vanished along with her. I am once again free to summon the Bifrost.
Devilry.
And thus to move this battle to more familiar ground.
Yeah. Probably should have checked my soup before this fight. Oh well. I got about 45 minutes until I gotta leave to go get my children's. Well, start getting ready to go leave, I guess. But that'll be the maximum of my stream. So we'll see. Oh, that's not what the ability I wanted to use. Shoot. Come on. Ow. 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 I don't think I'm going to be able to build up to a... Get down. Jeez. Oh, Rocket, you're so silly. God. He really loves to slam that thing. Reminds me of that one Esper raid in Final Fantasy XIV where you're fighting the guy with the giant sword and the tank has to frickin' block the sword for one of the phases of the fight. Oh, somebody leveled up. Oh, it was Phoenix. She's 127. 127, fam. In Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4. Alright, skipping. Starry Summers, I don't know why you're saying that, but thank you, I appreciate that. I don't feel heckin' rad. Skip. Right. We made it. I'm glad to be your friend too, Starry. Thank you. I disagree with the cool statements, but that's okay. Hydra in Asgard. Yeah, I mean, that's basically how this game is, Pingu. It's like Diablo, essentially. I disagree, but that's okay. Oh my god, we're gonna die, though. Jesus. Alright, so I think this is the chapter with the box that I need to find, so... It's not the end of the world if I miss it. I can always just go back to a checkpoint that I've already unlocked and get it later. but I'm going to try to be more judicious about ensuring that I find all the boxes here. Well, I mean, I've been trying to find all the boxes anyway. Being on ultimate difficulty, I haven't found any of the boxes, so. You're farming honey? It's good, Pingu.
We must journey to the palace at once and show them their folly.
Hey, baby, I'm just farming some honey. Alright. Oh, God. Starry, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy those frickin' emotes. Except for that one. You don't got that one because that's a tier 2. I don't know why I hit that one. Ugh. That was an accident. Oh, it was Pingu that did that. Jesus, Pingu. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed it and gave the wrong credit to the wrong person. God, I love that sub badge. It's so good. Sorry. It's just been a little while since I've seen it, because most of the people that are subbed to me right now have the first thing instead of the actual sub badges. So. Bingo. Thank you for gifting that sub to Chemist. Chemist, I sure hope you enjoy those emotes. Personally, I think that Pog is the best Pog in all of Twitch, but I'm a little biased. Maladu as well. Pingu. Jeez, man. Thank you. Maladu, I hope you enjoy those emotes. Pingu, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I understand there's a lot of quality streamers out there, and I appreciate you taking the time to spend it with me. While I boredly play through a game that I've played through like 5 times. Hey, Chen. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Hope you had a good, I hope you had a good New Year's celebration and are having a good New Year's Day today.
We are through another gate! Onward!
Alright, let me just make sure there's not. I feel like the statue, maybe? No. Is there a box around here? There's these Hydra crates over here. Is that stopping me from going anywhere? In here, maybe? No. Secret, secret. Just making sure there's no secrets. Alright, good. $121. Progress. All right.
Let's show these mortals the will of the gods!
Okay, it doesn't look like there's any boxes around here. Little broken piece of tile there. I needed to check to make sure I couldn't jump off it, you know. Explosive barrels? Oh, these are just normal barrels. And break them. I need the money inside. Jeez. Get over here. How did you guys even get here? Jesus. Oh, I never checked that last double A I got, did I? Oops. Next checkpoint.
Not without me.
Allow me to
One more. There we go. Everybody fight. Ooh, 132. Psylocke must have like 2 EXP things on her. She's getting... she's out level on everybody right now. Might have to move her gems around. It really doesn't matter in the end, as long as she's not at 200, right? So, oh, hold on. Let me check that plaza better. Check that plaza, make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, that stuff I can destroy. Let's destroy that. Guess not. It's kind of weird to me I haven't found a single box yet. But if I were the developers, this is where I would stick one.
We will be lucky to escape them with our lives, Odinson.
There was something there, but I don't think it was one of the boxes I need. I mean, since you can only carry 10 potions, right? That would be like 30 hunts worth of potions, right? Assuming you use 10 each one. Oh, okay, let's take a look at those stones. Hey guys, we're gonna take a look at my stones. Alright, so I got... oh, that's right, I got a filter on. Select all. And then... obtained. Dang it. Dang it. Got any blue one too? Dang it! Okay. Let's go to my team quick. What stones do you have equipped that you're out leveling everybody else? Oh yeah, you have 200% EXPs on you. Alright, let's swap that for well, that's already on you. Well, it's only level 3. Should fix that if I can. That one's also on you. Here, yeah, rare ice weight. And then Electra, you can have... yeah, that's fine. I have a bunch of stones that are not maxed out. What is going on here? Class. Okay, that's at 100%. Yep. That one's on Venom. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter right now. That one's on Gamora. Can we go to 5 for this one? We most certainly can. Inventory management. The game. Okay, that one's not equipped to anybody right now. This one can also get to 5. Alright. And then a bunch of these are equipped to them. Credits, Team EXP. Shoot, I'm not going to be able to get that to 5 though, am I? No. I can get it to 3 though. Goof that up. That probably should have been one that I prioritized. And this is the Team EXP one too. Did. Okay, what about the blue ones? Those are all 100% right, yep. Oh, this one's not. Hell yeah. Plenty of blue ones to throw in there. Alright, let's just go through really quick. Wah. Alright, Phoenix. 5-5-5-5. Okay. 3-5-5-3. That's fine. 5-5-5-2. And yeah, wait. Oh, that white one I might be able to do, actually. What's that one? Mana credits. Yeah, okay. Don't have another high tier credit one? Whatever. Stubber. So we go down to the A's. And this one. And we can upgrade it to tier 5. I won't be able to upgrade it to the next tier because I don't have enough anymore after doing all those other upgrades, but at least it's tier 5 now. Okay, so this is where I came in. No, that's where I came in. So what's this? Oh, it's a door. We gotta check what that is. New one? Where is the new one? Enemies are stunned for additional 1 second. That's actually really good. Increases the rate that HP restore orbs drop. HP restore orbs are okay. EP would be way better though. Can I get this to 5? I cannot. I can get it to 4. It'll be fine. So it doesn't increase the amount of time though. Still, that's really good. Alright, I'm going to release Flow really quick and check out my soup. So I'll be right back. Let's see here. Do My year's been going okay, I guess. I found a donut.
Got another hit on the scanner. You must be close to something.
Right, Starry? I did too, that's why I had one. It's a good thing I checked on that soup. It was apparently the split peas that I had. I hadn't put enough water in. So, while the peas were nice and hydrated, it was a little drier than I probably wanted it to be, so. But she's definitely cooking, and she smells amazing. Oh my god. Ham and soup, or pea soup is just, oh. Real good. So the whole house smells like it now. Well, Pingu, I will try to find that to do next time, alright? Like, I'll set up with the AFK screen with, you know. I tried to run a frickin' ad to keep you entertained, but since you just made everybody in here a heckin' sub, I'm sure nobody got the ad anyway. I know how much Malu loves that Coke Gaming ad. Anxiety about good things? Never. Only every single day of my existence. Normally my anxiety stuff's in pretty good shape, but I suffer from social anxiety specifically. There was a time where I went to like a Walgreens and had a panic attack and couldn't walk. Collapsed on the floor right there at the entrance to the place. It was great. It's fantastic. Oh, I suppose, yeah. Probably is TurboTax season now, right? I do love how they started running the Coke with the bears after Christmas. Like, why weren't you running this before? And I think I even made a comment about that, too. Like, I don't understand why they're not running the polar bear ad. Why there's all these Coke gaming ones. Whatever, I don't work for Coke. Or do I? What am I taking with me? Oh, an ISO 8. Okay. Did I miss a box in the last area? I should go back and check. Specific. So in Asgard, there's a AA blue. That's one of the 100% EXP blues. It's like the guaranteed EXP shard the whole game. So I need to find it if it's out there. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe if you can't negotiate it so that it's like a regularly thing, Starry, maybe they can at least, like, you know, you could work up to 40 or something, right? I don't know. There was one situation where I told them that I could work part-time, I couldn't work full-time, and they got really mad at me. And then 6 months later, they called me back begging for me to start part-time, which was really fun. Gives you a lot of negotiating power when they call you and beg you for something. It's like, yeah, alright. What do you guys need? Come on, please be the one. Oh, it was just money? Really? Just money? Oh no. It's Loki. Alright. Alright, I don't think I can go in any of these cells, so I'm pretty sure there's not a box in any of them. There's a storeroom coming up, and I know that for sure there's a box in there.
Are you kidding? You let Loki out of his cell? No way that traitor's walking free on our watch.
Traitor? Never. I believe you, Loki. Maybe I just know if I work 40 hours, mental health will immediately go down the drain because of it, so I'm trying to avoid that if possible. Plus, with my mystery illness, I'm not sure it'd be a great idea to work that much. Yeah, no, I totally get you, Summers. I hope you work it out. Obviously, be as upfront with them as you can. Explain the situation. And hopefully it works out for you. That's really all you can do in that situation, right? I've been very blessed with my current employer being understanding and responsive to my own personal situations as they've arisen. And I do remember what it's like to work for people that are less chill about those things. Yeah, let's use the word chill instead of calling people jackasses. Oh man. Sure, thank you, we can go with that. Alright, I think that's all the breakable stuff in this room. Alright. Forge ahead! Oh, that's right. Second story. Camera angles! Dear game, please give me camera angles. Malloy, take back what I said earlier about the camera angles being pretty okay for playing single player. Alright, anyway, I don't think there's anything in this room other than that stuff that I smashed. So, alright. Hi, my name is Hungry. Nice to meet you. Yeah, and I mean, you know, Strike Me is the kind of person sorry not to work with them either, right? So, I'm sure if you make it understandable that, you know. I know why you guys stopped playing.
Quite an arsenal. It shall not be enough to keep us from dethroning their false king.
And I had to have, I had a room full of puppies that I was trying to herd when I played through the game the first time, right? No, guys, go left. No, further left. I can't hit the boss. Can you please go a little more left, guys? Please? Left? Okay. No, you're the left. No, left is the one that makes an L when you hold up your finger, your thumb, and your index finger. No, that's your pinky finger, not your index finger. Okay, Pinky. Going hard on that one, huh? The problem with me as a person, well, I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with me as a person, Pingu, but when it comes to video games, I have very eclectic tastes, and so even if you watch my streams, like week to week, like I hardly ever stream the same thing, other than if I'm trying to get through something like whatever, right? And a big part of that is the fact that like I just play whatever I'm currently playing, and so I have a lot of games that I've started, and not so many that I've finished in a lot of cases and things. And it's just that I'd rather play what I'd like to play rather than play something just because, you know. And I like Monster Hunter Ultimate. I mean, I know it was devalued. I'm still defending myself over here. But you are right, I am a big baby. I appreciate your compliment there, Pingy. Thank you. Do. Came down. Now I'm really offended.
You're not going any further.
Well,
Time has come to close.
ooh, another rare EXP cube. I think probably the best thing overall in this game. So like, I really enjoy like the Diablo style games, the beat 'em ups and the collectathons and all that kind of stuff, right? And but not specifically Diablo games because Blizzard's Hong Kong policy is abysmal. But in like Diablo 2 and even in Diablo 3, there are definitely parts that you're playing through, especially like the story modes, that just really slow down and are frustrating or stupid. And I've played, like I said, through this story. I've played through this story now. This will be my 4th time, 5th maybe. And there's not like a single chapter in this game that I look back on like Act 3 in Diablo 2 or Act 2 in Diablo 3, where it just gets really boring and just there's nothing interesting going on. They do a good job of keeping the pace good and the boss fights separated enough so that you're constantly being interested in doing stuff. It's a very well crafted game for its like progression type stuff. So how far am I? So I'm in Asgard, which I think is like the second to last chapter. I can't check right now, can I? I could probably check at the saver though. Because I can do... maybe I can't do it from here. Right. Yes. After Hell. Yep. So I think after this is Nowhere, and then it's the final confrontation stuff. And Nowhere is a good time, too. Break all the braziers. Oh, well, spoilers then. Sorry, Caleb Brimstone. I'm also playing through on Ultimate difficulty right now, so my characters are about like 130. So like I said, this is like the 4th time I think I played through. I'm trying to collect, I'm trying to get levels, and I'm also trying to collect more ISO 8 that gives EXP bonuses, basically, are the objectives right now, so I can grind levels, basically. So after this boss fight is when I'm going to have to get going, because I go pick up my little ones. But I'm thinking tomorrow I probably will stream during the day. I don't know what time, whenever I kind of get to it. It'll be a little earlier than today, probably. And I'll have to end earlier as well because my kids have school tomorrow. So I will drop them off at school, and then I have off from work. Because who wants to work on their birthday? And then I'll probably pop on for a couple hours while they're at school. I don't know when I'll play yet. I also started Jedi Fallen Order recently, and I'm having a good time with that. But at the same time, I'm very bad at it. So it might be kind of fun to stream so Pingu can make fun of me for trying to kill this one monster over and over and over again and just getting my butt kicked. And part of it's the fact that I'm stubborn, so like I realize I'm probably not good enough at the mechanics of the game yet to beat this thing. But at the same time, I kind of want to be able to beat this thing. So most of what I've done has been fighting like one creature. Just to be like, can I do it? The answer, by the way, is no. So yes, I have Gambit unlocked. I've got every hero in the game that is currently released up to at least level 60. My main team is, like I said, around 120. And then I've got a couple others that are a little over 100. I've got all of the Alliance board filled out. Yeah, we can skip this. I need the cutscenes. Gambit's pretty fun. He's got a really, really strong, like, big AoE attack, area of effect ability. You unlock him through the Phoenix Gambit. No, Gauntlet. You unlock him through the gauntlets. I think he's the third gauntlet as Gambit, or maybe he's the second one. Iceman's the first one, if I recall. Yeep. All the characters they added in the most recent expansion are pretty good. I'm tempted to do like a team of all like shooty guys with like Punisher from the other expansion before this one, and then Cable. I had somebody else too. Come on, man. There we go. You need the rainbow sparkles to be able to hurt the destroyer. Wow. So on the main menu of the game, there's an option that says like menus, and you want to select that option, and then you want to go to the Phoenix expansion, and then in there you're going to have two options. One's going to be Danger Room, and then right under that's going to be Gauntlets. And the Gauntlets are where you're going to find the DLC character packs. So I think for Gambit, I bought the pack like when I first got the game, so I don't know exactly. Some of the content you can play for free, and some of it you need to have the pass to be able to play it to unlock the characters. And I don't know which is which in the Phoenix one, because again, for me, I just logged in on the 23rd and it was all there. Yeep. Got him. Being bad at Jedi Fallen Order, Pingu. I said maybe I'll play that tomorrow.
The stones you seek.
Hi, Odin.
I must
These boxes at the end of Asgard have so much loot. They're so sparkly. Alright, let's start the Nowhere chapter. Alright.
I fear the time for our
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh, good. I think Gambit's 30, and Phoenix is 40, basically, to unlock her, is what you should need for that gauntlet. The gauntlets are basically a bunch of the Infinity Trials stacked back to back with each other, and then once you clear them the first time, you can go back and you can replay them, and you can just recycle through them over and over and over and over again. In some regards, they're better than using the Infinity Rifts for leveling, just because it like mixes things up a little more for you than just doing one rift over and over and over and over and over again. But the rifts are usually a little more efficient because they load much quicker when you're like just reloading the same rift over and over and over again. So it's one of those things where like when you're starting to just grind for levels and stuff like that, that you kind of got to pick your poison. But they're pretty fun, and especially the higher level ones, you get a ton of like ISO 8 and stuff like that if you have ISO 8 finding gems on, which are basically like magic find from Diablo. Alright, do I have enough for that last node to get me into the last bit of strength stuff up here now? I do not. I do have 22 million though. So let's go. How do I quit? Is it a quick game? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you go to this menu select option and you go over to the Rise of the Phoenix, and then here's your gauntlet stuff, right? So for the first ones, so like this is Ice, you unlock Iceman. Oh, Gambit's the second one, so yeah, level 30. Cable's 35, and then to get Phoenix is level 40. So those should all be pretty manageable if you're... I don't know what level hell is when you first get there, the first playthrough, but... and then the other big thing to keep in mind is the Shield Depot is a life send. So there's a ton of like good stuff in here that you can use the shield currency for. You have to play either Gauntlets or the Danger Room to get that shield currency. And there's a lot of good stuff in here. But more importantly is when you have like a big excess of money coming in here and buying these enhanced EXP cubes. Because like there's a lot of things that need currency, but they give you way more money than you generally need to. I recommend keeping about 4 million in your pocket at all times. So if you do need to do some upgrades and stuff like that, 4 million is enough to do like 4 full upgrades of a AA ISO 8. So that's generally enough that you, mathing, have enough to make some upgrades as you might need them. And you're going to earn a lot of the stuff back anyway, right? In those 300 and whatever cubes, they're not going to get you like a ton of levels, unfortunately. But I have Scarlet Witch, and then who else should I work on getting to 100 next? I should probably just do Gwen's while we're at it. I'm not confident those 360 gems will be even enough to get Scarlet Witch to 100, but maybe? Well, I got some other cubes too. It takes a lot of cubes when you start getting up to near 100. And 100 was the base max level for characters before the expansions. The first expansion put it to 150, and the second one put it to 200, so... Alright. Cool. Another level 100. And then Spider-Gwen. Let's get her to 100 if we can, too. Yeah, so it's not going to be enough to get her there. But I do have these other cubes that I got just from playing. And these ones might do better. Oh! That hurts. One level away. It stinks. So, Scarlet Witch, I can get her last ability unlocked to max. And Spider-Gwen, she can get everything up to all but 1 to 5. Yeah, just this one. Okay. Alright. One level away from that. Spider-Gwen. Nice. But that should give me enough enhancement points now, hopefully, to... Ah! 13 away. Unfortunate. Well, anyway, that's all I have time for today. I really appreciate everybody stopping by and this little impromptu New Year's stream that I rolled today. Oh, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, probably early in the day, for a little bit. For a little bit of birthday stream. And there is nobody live right now? Nobody? Nobody? Nobody. Nobody. Shit. There's literally one person that I'm following that's live right now. Well, I think we're all here. There's only 7 of you here. I mean, that's not that great, right? I don't remember who this person is. Oh, I remember who this person is. Yeah, we're not going to rate that person. Do. You have a friend named Coco Moco? Is that how you pronounce that? I leveled up some. I played through most of Ultimate Mode. Now I'm going to raid somebody. It looks like this person that Starry said looks good. Coco La Moco. Ooh. Alright, that seems good, Starry. We'll do that. Thank you for the suggestion, because, man, I was about to start looking at, like, Dauntless streams that we could go so. Thanks again for all everybody stopping out. Appreciate it. See, hopefully, some of you tomorrow. Yeah. Got some stuff done. So. Yeah. Anybody who's got it, which should be most of you now, let's raid with, like, the O. And let's have some fun. Bye.
Look at all the patterns. Yeah, very cute. Here you are sitting on a table again. Oh, it's the same person.